The goal of the roundtable was to raise awareness, to bring to the fore modern security services from the likes of Cloudflare, and combine that with the partnership of MTN across the African continent. A lot of them have the exact same experiences in their businesses across the different verticals, but they also have the openness to share it in public and learn lessons. And I think it's very important for us to build that community, because through shared experiences we can get better and react to experiences a lot quicker.
The networking for me is probably the key aspect of it. There's regulars that you see every time and you can play catch up with where they are and what they're doing, and often these are people that you get to know because they're in a similar industry or have similar concerns. And then you get new faces, you get new inputs from the networking where you've got people that are not in the same industry and are experimenting or looking at things that you've not thought of.
So our facilitators always do a really good job of posing relevant questions, but creating a discussion around it that is rich and actually accessible. Because our industry tends to be quite technically dense, it's constantly making our explanation of the threats and the opportunities digestible for not only the internal business itself, but also to our clients.
How do you remain resilient? In other words, how do you continue to have business going on after you have been breached? And so that discussion around who do you call, which essentially is about what plans have you put in place? Do you have a communication plan? Do you have an instant response plan that is going to help you to respond, to call the right people, to inform them of what happens, and also to be able to respond to that?
A clear part of it is around the preparedness. If you plan ahead, then you'll be successful. If you fail to plan, then ultimately you'll fail. I think from my perspective as well, it's around the communication, having that incident commander, making sure that we have clarity around role and responsibilities and actions. And ultimately, I think it's really about bringing that experience to bear. So when you're operating in a time of pressure, it's time sensitive, there's emotions, there's a lot of noise, maybe not all of the information is available. If you have an incident response plan, you'll have a structure, process and approach that'll allow you to get to the other side.